Hey guys, it's Crispy. Welcome to my channel, Keeping It Crispy, or welcome back. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be going over my August plan. And right here, as you can see, we're going to be doing another no spend money challenge in August. But the difference is, I think this one's going to be a little bit more flexible. So my rules here are no weekend spending. And for every Saturday or Sunday and Sunday that I don't spend money, I add $10 to my no spend challenge tracker. I got this freebie from Two Sister B, so definitely check them out. And if I do end up spending money on the weekends, I pretty much mark it off and just restart. I mean, I put restart increments, but I forgot to fix that from this month's no spend challenge, which is gonna be ending soon. Can't wait. And then on paydays, like this month, I'm gonna be paying myself back. That way I can keep track on this no spend challenge tracker. And then next, other than that, what I did was I pretty much planned out most of the weekend already, or just added in like my actual schedule, because I am getting married next year in January. I actually kind of mixed my schedule together to where it shows stuff that I have to get done for the wedding, videos, or not videos, but dates or days where I wanna post videos on YouTube, and then just part of my normal routine in here. And then next, I want to show you guys the way that I broke down my potential income. So my pay date is going to be the 31st, so Wednesday. And the way I broke it down was I pretty much added up all the hours that I worked, and then my hourly rate is about $19. So I multiplied that by the total hours I worked, which was about 99, and pretty much I reached a number of $1,881. And for Medicare and I think Social Security taxes, I looked it up just to double check, but the number on Google that I got was lower than what I learned from in my finance classes. So I just stuck with the higher number from my finance classes instead, just to, in case I don't have enough, or if I do make more, I'll still have a cushion. And so the taxes that I'm gonna be taking out of my potential income is going to be $310.37, which leaves me at $1,570.63. So this right here is my actual potential income for the 31st when I get paid. I can't wait to get paid. Oh my goodness. And then I actually have two different ways that I kind of broke down how I want to budget, but I'm not sure on which route I want to go. So option A is where I pretty much kind of mapped out my potential income, and then all of my bills that are associated to this income pay date. And all these bills are not my real amounts. I actually rounded them up. And then when I subtract all of this from my potential income, I'm left over with $1,190. And then on the back, so I actually made this income breakdown and then leftover breakdown. So normally what I did earlier this month in July was I used that leftover amount, I times it by 10%, which this amount, the 119, will stay in my checking account. And then I also subtracted here to get a new amount of 1071. And then I multiplied again by 50%, and then this 535.50, I'm going to transfer that into my savings. And then I subtract it here again, and then I get my new amount, potentially to like cash out into the budget binders, which is $535.50. And then what I even did here was I kind of rounded down, so I'm gonna try to cash out increments of $25. So instead of the $535.50, I'm gonna try to cash out $525. And then for like another challenge for myself, since I only get paid kind of like bi-weekly, so like every 2 weeks, I am trying to challenge myself to do a weekly budget, just so I can see exactly what I spend my money on every week and how long I can make my money last. So out of that $525, I divide that in half and I get $262.50, and I'm probably gonna like round that down to like just $262. I'm not entirely sure, just because of the 50 cents. And I even mapped it out where I have my first week is gonna start from August 1st to the 7th, and then the second week is gonna be from the 8th to the 14th, and then I actually get paid again on August 15th. So this is gonna be option A. And then after all this math, I'm actually gonna, I tried to kind of figure out how I wanted to allocate, like move my money into my budget binders. So this month of July, my no spend challenge for this month is gonna be ending. And I just pre-calculated that I'm gonna be getting $15 from that challenge. And my idea is I'm probably gonna put that $15 into my Target debit card, just so I can start accumulating money on that card and get I think right now it's 5% off for every purchase if I use my Target debit card. And then I do have my other binders here. So I have my bills binder, wedding, the Scooby snacks, and the fun binder. But I'm not entirely sure how I want to like spread my money around in those areas, because I'd be left with $247. I think the idea that I have is, I wrote it down here, I'm gonna roll a die for every binder, so since there's like 4 binders, and then I'm going to pretty much stack the money on top of the binder and then kind of reallocate it again within the little my little savings trackers and challenges. So that's the idea for option A. And then option B, it's a little bit more hardcore, I think. And I even did a little cash breakdown in case I go with either option. So option B is where if I decide to cash everything out. So the breakdown is still the same. So this was another budget breakdown that I made. This is actually for my A5 binder. I'm actually using that A5 binder as like my wedding budget binder right now. But pretty much all the numbers are the same. But then here, the way that I pretty much kind of broke it down here is, actually, let me show you the sticky note first. So if I cash out the full $1,190, I'm going to split that in two. I'm gonna split that in two there. Oh, I think I messed up a little bit, but that's okay. So here, I'm gonna split it in two, and then I'm gonna, same thing with the Target debit card, that $15 from my July no spend, it'll go there. And then here, I was still iffy about it here, but if I divide my 4 binders, after I subtract the 15 from the $595, I get $145 each into every binder that I have. And then I actually made another note to myself, because I was still unsure if I want to actually cash that amount out. But if I do, I still have the 10 and the 50%. So the 10% of the 119, I'm actually going to try to, if I go with option B, I'll cash this out into my personal budget binder. That way I can try to, see what I really need to spend my money on a day-to-day basis. I'm just not entirely sure, because normally I would keep this amount in my checking, but I'm still iffy if I want to cash out the whole 1K. And then I'm gonna put the 50% into my emergency savings little envelope in my bills binder. But I'm really 50-50 on it, you guys, because oh my goodness, because that's like a huge difference. I could have $525, or I could have $1,190 in cash. Part of me wants to go with the $1,190 just because I'll be able to see, like, physically, like, in front of me how much I have that I'm saving. And then maybe if I, like, get at least 1K in that emergency savings envelope, or like insert in my binder, I could just move that into my savings. That way it can accumulate interest for every 1,000 that I put back in my savings, because that's the idea that I had behind this one. And then option A, I don't know, because I also like option A because it's more like automatic, but at the same time I won't be able to see what I actually like worked hard for. And also like this, like the 525 and the 1190, that can change just because I actually have more bills to pay this month, just because I am helping out my sister, and these numbers might change. But this is like all potential that I could cash out, potentially what I could make. And then in the event that my income changes, I'll probably just like white out the income and redo the numbers and tweak them a little bit. But those are my options. Option A and option B. And then my potential income calculations, and then my August no spend challenge. I'll probably do better on this one, to be honest. But thank you guys for tuning in again and keeping it crispy with me. Have a great day.